How to combat Blue Monday? Make yellow yarn. There we go. Friends, I am a little bit fed up with winter. And because I live in Belgium, with winter I mean autumn 2.0. Everything is just grey, wet, damp, cold, bleak, I don't know. Let's put a spin on that. I have dyed up all these beautiful, yellowy, sunny, warm colors. So we are going to make a warm, cozy yarn out of this. I have been saving all of my natural dyed projects for when I had a special project idea, but that special project idea didn't come, and now I just want to spin all the fluff. And another reason why I want to spin all the fluff is because I got myself a new spinning wheel. Actually got myself my dream spinning wheel. It is a vintage Ashford Traditional. I actually already got her in the beginning of December, but as up till now, I didn't get the chance to actually get to know her. So I am really excited about that, getting to know this new spinning wheel. Maybe over the course of this video also think of a name for her. So yeah, I think to get to know her, we just need to spin. But before we can spin on my new baby, we need to comb all the lovely yellow fluffs. Starting my scrap stash for 2023. Doesn't this just bring you instant joy? Whee! I have noticed my combs have seen much better days. Damn, I have been abusing them. So we have combed a little mountain of fluffs, and I'm a little bit too impatient to comb some more, so we'll just start spinning and then comb some more, spin, comb some more. You know, chaos goblin ways. But I don't think I'll just spin bird's nest after bird's nest, because that will make very long stripes, and that's not what I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to throw these bird's nests on the drumcarder first, and then this roving from the bed I make. I think that will make a much more interesting yarn, a much more interesting spin, more random, more blended, not as stripy. I have done it again, haven't I? I was too excited to start this project without actually explaining to you how I got to all these colors. Why am I like this? Why do I always have to remedy stuff I do in my videos? But anyway, here we go. Most of it is really brown, pinkish, blush and dark brown. These are all different shades of walnut peels and walnut leaves. This one was the solar dyed experiment with walnut leaves, which, as you can see, was very successful. I think this was like a second dye bath of walnut peels. And this one, this really pink blush one, I made using walnut peels that weren't green anymore. Normally they say to use the walnut peels while they are still green, but if you use them when they are already rotten and black, you get a nice pale pink blush color. Hashtag pro tips. If you do not recognize this color, well, then nothing, but it is onion skins. I believe this is also onion skins, but then like a fourth or something dye bath, and then there's like a little tinge of different yellow. It's a little bit warmer. That was greater celandine. Do I have anything else over here? Yes, some more yellow. But what is it? No idea. I just dye a lot of stuff with all the things I find in my garden, and then I fail to make a record from them. It is yellow dye stuff. Anyway, back to the project. Some spinning wheel talk. As I just said, I got myself a new spinning wheel. It is a vintage Ashford Traditional, and I have been stalking our national second-hand marketplaces online like a hawk for an Ashford spinning wheel, either a traditional or an Elizabeth, because I did not have a Saxony wheel before, also no Scottish style wheel, and you know, to live out my medieval fantasies of being a princess spinning, that just aesthetically goes a lot easier with a Saxony style wheel than my equally beautiful but a lot more modern looking castle wheels. Even though that sounds a bit contradictory. It is also not the first time I buy my spinning wheels secondhand. I know it is not recommended for beginners to do so, but I want to talk a bit about the exact circumstances I bought this one in, because if you can buy a second-hand wheel in the circumstances that I bought this one, then I think it is highly recommended. First off, it is a brand wheel, much like the Louette over here. If you buy an Ashford or a Louette or any other of the brand wheels like Schacht or Kromsky, and you buy them second-hand, you can be fairly certain that even if there is something wrong with the wheel, it is fixable because the parts still exist. This is an older model of Ashford, but a lot of the modern parts will fit on her. So I know new wheels are super pricey. This is the priciest wheel I have bought up until now, and she cost me 220 euros, which is nothing in comparison to brand spanking new wheels. Another point about the circumstances of buying this wheel that was really reassuring that I knew I had a really good wheel were the sellers. The sellers of this Ashford were a couple that run a mohair goat farm, and they sell the yarn of their mohair goats, and they also sell workshops. They learn people how to spin and to weave and to felt. And well, now I was already able to spin, so I could test this baby and feel how she spun, and I know that she was a challenge, that she didn't feel like my other wheels, but that was exactly what I wanted. But if you buy a wheel from someone that knows to spin, and you can't spin yourself, they can teach you, they can show you how it's done, how this exact wheel works. So if you can buy a wheel secondhand from someone that knows their shit, and people like that mostly have cared for their wheels very good, then I think it is very much recommended, especially if you don't have the funds to buy new wheels. So shout out to the couple from Het Kansenhof in Zoorsel in Belgium for selling me this lovely wheel, for being lovely people. I will put links to their website and their socials in the description. Let's go, friends! So first impressions. This is the first time I am working on a Saxony style wheel with Scottish tension, and I feel like she has a lot more pull to her than my Irish tension wheels have. Even though she's like right now on the most loose tension, you really feel the pulling of the bobbin. And it has started raining again. It has been raining all week. This is why I wanted a colorful, warm yarn. I hope it doesn't interfere too much with the audio quality. So we spun the first half of the fiber onto a bobbin. I can fairly say that the new wheel and I have found a matching rhythm. This went incredibly fast. So let's take the second half of this fiber and yeah, you know what we're going to do. We're going to spin it. Mostly I'm used to drafting very slowly and very mindfully. But this one is making me draft a lot faster. And I mean, it works perfectly well. It's just another rhythm I have to get used to. So yeah, now that Wheel and I have gotten to know each other's rhythm, I need to think about a name. And as you may or may not know, my naming convention for my spinning wheels is other YouTubers. My first wheel is called Bernadette after Bernadette Banner. Then I got my Wernicking Delft, who is called Rachel, from Rachel Maxey. Then I got my Louet S71, who is called Gillian, as a reference to the Gillian E Fiber Arts channel. I think the most surprising characteristic about this wheel is the sound of her. All of my wheels have a very distinct sound. Bernadette is very chatty, Rachel is quite loud as well, Gillian makes a lot of happy noises. And this one she makes, I don't know if you can hear her, I'm going to be silent for a bit. Maybe I can say she is soft-spoken, but also, yeah, you know, fast and really traditionally looking, because of course she is an Ashford Traditional. So I've got a couple of ideas in mind. Tell me in the comments what you think of them. I think I'll also put a community post up where you can help me decide on the name for this wheel. The first person I thought of, who is a costumer and is also soft-spoken, but on the other hand also makes really cool science content, and as I can say, she's progressive and fast, like this wheel. Is Christine Wieke? I don't know if I pronounce your name correct, I'm sorry if I don't. She has a really cool channel, which is, in my opinion, underrated. So maybe this wheel can be a Christine. And the second one I'm thinking of is an already bigger channel. That's Nicole Rudolph, who is also very soft-spoken, but really knowledgeable in her field. Or do you have any other suggestions? Put them down below. Boom! We have got now 2 bobbins of this beautiful warm-toned yarn. Let's see how they go together. I have a lazy Kate over here. It's the first time I'm actually using an external lazy Kate, or as Evie from Julian Eve calls them, and I think she's quite right, a hard-working gate. Guys, it seems like we're playing and effectively losing at bobbin chicken with a jumbo bobbin. How did I manage that? Quick interjection. I don't literally mean a jumbo bobbin as in the jumbo bobbins Ashford sells, but I mean I have been spinning on Bernadette for a month. This is jumbo. Got it? Damn. Immediately testing this new spinning wheel to its limits. Squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Let's see how much yarn we actually made. Ye old and needy noddy. The numbers are in. This is approximately 190 meters of yarn. Soft and squishy, very, very soft, like, oh my god. I want this close to my skin as much as possible. It is so very squishy and lofty. I think because I had to draft faster than I am used. I didn't have to, but I drafted faster than I'm used to. So there will be a lot less energy in the singles, and then also not as much energy needed to ply them to be balanced. This is so squishy and lofty. I cannot get over it. I felt it as I was plying, like, oh my god, this yarn is so soft. And it's not that I've used a completely different fiber. This is the Flemish sheep I always use. Maybe a little bit of Tessellaar in there as well, but it's just the same fiber as always. And it's just so gloriously soft. It's also gloriously beautiful. It brings me so much joy. Like, it looks like a blanket on a granny's couch in the 1970s. It has these colors, and goddamn if that doesn't bring me joy. So take that, seasonal sadness, have some yellow yarn. How to combat Blue Monday? Make yellow yarn. There we go. I also still have quite a bit of these colored fluffs left. So my remedy for another blue day is still here. I will make more of this, certainly, because it is just so beautiful, so soft, and I just want to wear it. I don't know in which form it will become. Well, I have to see how much yarn I can get out of this. I don't think it'll be a sweater spin, although I secretly hope it will be. Ah! No, don't drop it. So friends, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed just spinning with me on this gloomy day and making our own sun to light up the day. And if you did, and maybe if you also enjoy some other fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe. But of course that is all up to you, and as for me, I will see you in a next video. Bye!